Alright guys, here's the best start on Fiddlesticks Jungle and how to play it. We have Hunter Talisman, a pink word, and we're going to buy a normal potion. You're going to want the normal potion if you run to any 1v1s. You're going to want the pink words to help you ward up. And we're going to get out on the map. I don't think, can Fiddlesticks get the Oracle lens? I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out here. We're going to lay that head there. Then we're going to go lay our pink word. Then we're going to reset. You're always going to want to start Drain at level 1 now on Fiddlesticks. You can't start E. That's not going to work out. I'm going to lay down my pink word. Going to reset and see if I can get Oracle lens. I actually haven't tested that out. So for those of you who didn't know, Fiddlesticks' new passive gives him that little scarecrow thing. To the enemies, it looks like, okay, you can't actually buy. That sucks. So what happens is at level 6, you get free Oracle lens on your, these are called effigies. And what happens is at level 6, your effigies will, they get the Oracle lens thing around them when you place them, so you can break words anyways. But it's kind of lame you don't have that option early on. I don't need a leash. I don't need leash. Just shove out. So on Fiddlesticks, your best start, in my humble opinion, as a Fiddlesticks god myself, is don't get a leash 9 out of 10 times, because you don't want the enemies to know where you're starting. If your teammates don't leash you, then the enemies won't really know where you started. You could have solo started on a buff. You could have started wolves. You could have started raptors. Fiddlesticks new drain. It's much faster and it resets big time on cooldown if you get off a full drain cycle, or if the enemy dies, or if they walk out of your drain. So pretty much no matter what, unless you're the one who cancels it, your drain will be a lot lower on cooldown. Get your E at level 2. And then we're going to pull these together. We're going to drain it, and your drain is AoE, guys, if you haven't noticed. Even if you drain something, if it dies, if there's another target it's hitting as well, it will be, it will still keep sucking them. It doesn't matter if the original target that you started to suck actually dies from it. So check this out. I'm going to suck the Gromp, and ba-boom! At the end of the drain, you get a big AoE damage. I'm going to be going to my red now. I think Lee Sin might have gone over there. It looks like he's only taking his blue buff, so he probably didn't get a leash, and he's probably late leaving base. So we still have our pink ward down, so we know if whether or not we're going to get invaded. We warded over here, so we know if we were going to get invaded. We'll take another point in our drain. E the whole camp. He's a big AoE slash now. A big magical scythe slash. And your drain at the end of it does a 14% of their 14% of their missing health and bonus magic damage. So your drain, at the very end, it does a little explosion, and the lower they are on the health, the more damage it does. So it's kind of like an execute. Think of it a little bit like a Darius ult. If you can get off a full drain cycle, which is 2 seconds, it hits them with a little boom at the end. So normally in fights, you'll be using your E first to slow them down, and if you hit them in the middle, it'll also silence them. And it'll also take off some of their HP, which will make your drain do more damage as well. If you're not going to be ganking at level 3, which I wouldn't recommend on Fiddlesticks, you should be pinging out the enemy jungle. So look, it's going to be AoE. Oh, okay, it looks like it doesn't do AoE if, in this specific case, if you start your drain before the other monsters appear for the golems. But if you're not going to be ganking at level 3, which I don't recommend anyways, you should be taking a second point in your drain. Check this out. Ba-boom. Very low cooldown. You're going to take your Q at level 4. Your full clear should finish around 340, 350 with no leash, and you should get a scuttle crab, something like that, like we're about to do here. We're going to lay another effigy. When an enemy walks into it, it basically just scares them, and it does a fake action, so they think it's real. It's really not that useful, but it looks cool, alright? It looks decent. Going to E it, auto attack it, it's dead. We're going to come gank this vein. Looks like Swain already picked up the kill. I think I can flash the wall here and get the thresh. We'll see. My drain execute damage might kill him. We'll do Gromp. Ooh. Drop my E on him. We got the kill. Your E, if you do hit them in the middle, it is a silence. So that can save you from getting killed by people like Thresh. We're going to shove this in since it's already shoved. We really need to finish shoving it so our AD carry doesn't get screwed over, because it's going to push into the turret anyways. But now this is going to reset it. At this point, you really should back. What I like to do on Fiddlesticks is if you're playing in lower mid elo, guys, you should be getting an early tier 2 boots for turbo ganks. If you feel like the ganks aren't going to work out for whatever reason, or Or if you are at your peak elo, I would just rush straight into your jungle item. In this case, I feel like I can get off a lot of ganks, so I like to go for sorcery shoes straight into dark seal. Boots of mobility cost a lot right now. They're barely cheaper anymore, so I'm not a huge fan of boots of mobies on Fiddlesticks these days. You do all magic damage regardless. You're going to be maxing your W first, and if you didn't know, your Q actually does damage now. Whenever you activate it on somebody directly, it does damage, a little bit of damage, and if you've already feared them recently by hitting them with an ability when they can't see you, then it will do even more damage. So for example, if the enemies don't see me and I ult on them, everyone inside of my ultimate will be feared, which is fucking amazing. It looks like they're hardcore fighting over here. I need to get over here. I really wanted to farm it up, but these guys are just freaking out. We're going to drain the vein. We're going to get the Lee Sin now. We have Dark Harvest. We're going to E him. Boom! Hit him with the drain. Let's AoE the wave. Looks like someone's freaking out with the pings. I don't know what's going on. We're almost level 6, so we're going to go ahead and pick up our Raptors. Fiddlesticks damage, you really need to make sure you land them with your E. So if you have to fear them first to do it, or if you can just land it, that's good. Either way, you need to make sure you land your E damage. It's pretty big, and it silences them if you get them in the middle. So watch this. This should be a pretty good gank if he steps up. So if feared, oops, Singed actually tossed him out of my E. It's all good. He's still in my ult. Land drain, pretty free. Fiddlesticks is a monster with ganking over walls. My blue's up in 15 seconds, so I'm going to hang out and make sure I pick that up. 𝐂𝐤 is low on health. This is exactly why I rushed tier 2 boots. I had a feeling this would happen. Everyone's playing hyper aggro right now. We're going to throw out our effigies, get some vision. We're going to walk up. We're going to fear her, then E. I want her to stand still so I don't miss it, because I don't trust myself. We're going to... Ooh. She's going to run into a mushroom. Got her with my E, and we just don't have the damage. Oh, our damage is too low. I hope he jumps on us. If he fights us on our minions, we'll actually win this. We have our drain max. I think we win. I'm trying to push him off the minions so he doesn't get level 6. We're going to have to go ahead and leave it, though. That sucks, guys. We just don't have that much damage yet. Once we have our jungle item completed, we should have been able to kill 𝐂𝐤. We did get her flash at least. If you want more burst, then you should go for more points in your E. But if you want to have good jungle clears, you really do have to max your W first. Pull your blue and your Gromp together like so. Hit them both with your E. Hit them with that W. Drain does some big AoE damage. Just like that, right at the end. As you can see, it's starting to get pretty big. Very nice. Very nice indeed. We're going to drain this. And if you like you guys saw there, that wolf couldn't see me because of the wall, so it actually feared it. If you attack any enemy, minions, monster, or champions when they can't see you, if you hit them with any ability, it will fear them, which will make your fear not actually fear them, but it will do a lot more damage. So it's kind of like a fear damage stack. Look at that claw drag, dude. That's sexy. Alright, let's auto it, E the whole camp, drop the W. Our ultimate is back up, so I'll be looking to gank. If you guys didn't see my rune setup, go to the start of the video. It'll have the runes, the level order, the items, everything you want to see. Or you can just look right here. We got Dark Harvest on Impact, Eyeball, Ultimate Hunter. I think Ultimate Hunter is best on Fiddlesticks. You really need the ult cooldowns. And then we have Nimbus Cloak and Celerity. Ooh, Teemo's going to die. Enemy bot lane shoving up, so I'm going to come over here. Damage. Ooh, this gets a lot stronger. Duration. Yeah, I'm going to max my E first, 100%. No ult over. Gonna drop my drain on him. Finish him off. Ooh, she got away. It's alright. I can flash out and get her here in a second. Got my effigy down. My effigy. Break the sword. Nice job. I'm gonna... Ooh, nice. Very good. We got it. I do need to back and spend my gold. I recommend backing whenever you can finish your jungle item. It's just... I only stayed because my ultimate was up. Whenever you ult up on Fiddlesticks, you want to look to get a kill with it since it is so powerful. And as you saw there, I'll give you guys a little tip. When I ulted in, do you know how there's one minion left? I ulted, I smited the minion because I have Nimbus Cloak. So whenever I use my summoner spells, I get a big burst of movement speed. So whenever I smited that minion, I stayed on top of them super easily. Plus I have tier 2 boots, so I'm faster than them regardless. Plus with the Nimbus Cloak speed up, it was huge. So now we got our full jungle item. We're going to buy another pink word. Our ultimate is up soon. The only person we haven't killed is 𝐒𝐿, so she's our last ultimate hunter stack that we need to get here. Yeah, bot lane just fighting non-stop. We need drag soon. Just going to put that out there. I am going to be maxing my fear last. I don't feel like it's that important. I feel like getting the extra damage on your E is way better. I could be wrong on that, but I feel like you really can't go wrong with maxing E second. My humble opinion here. Speeds up your clears, which is also nice. You could make the argument that your W is enough for your clears, but I feel like E max second's better. It's AoE damage. Very, very strong. Singe is popping off here. If you guys didn't know, Singe mid actually isn't a troll pick. I've ran into it in ranked several times, and it can actually be pretty damn scary, especially if you can get an early lead. You can't kill it. It gets super bulky, super tanky. We're going to lay our pink ward down. Alright, there's no one over here. Where's this guy going, though? We're going to fear him. We're going to drain him. Then we're going to walk out. And now you're probably saying, well, you got really low on health there. You're a noob. Yes, that's true. So we're going to heal up here. Going to heal up the dragon. And I know the enemies can see us. That's okay. Their mid laner just died. Their jungler's dead. I need Singe to help me, though. Singe actually isn't going to help me. I'm going to fear this guy. He has no chains. He can't stun me. Oh, I got to suck him dry, dude. Got to suck. We got off the suck of destiny. Singe ended up helping. I flashed his chains. He was screwed. Silas only has one CC ability, being his chain. So if you can dodge it, and if you max drain, you should eat him alive. Fear him straight into E. So I landed a center E, which also silences them for 1.25 seconds. Oh. Woo! Is that a kill? Oh my god, that was so close. Gonna set an effigy here. Gonna walk out and eat this guy. Ooh, I'm dead. Shit. I got cut out, guys. I wasn't even looking for the Vayne. I tunneled so hard on the Thresh I couldn't see her. That was a pretty bad mistake. The next thing you're gonna want to get on Fiddlesticks is an Hourglass. Hourglass is your main core item. You want to get Hourglass or Hextech Proto Belt. Now, what I will say is if you're ahead, you don't have to rush straight into 𝐒𝐤𝐼𝐻s because the enemies can't kill you too fast. If you're positioned correctly and you're ahead, if you're behind, you got to go straight into 𝐒𝐤𝐼𝐻s. But since I'm ahead, I'm going to go ahead and go for the Proto Belt. You can stay on the enemies with it anyways, and it's way cheaper than the 𝐒𝐤𝐼𝐻s is by, I believe, 300 gold. Proto Belt's only like 2,600. 𝐒𝐤𝐼𝐻s is 2,900, so it's significantly cheaper. The only thing in 𝐒𝐤𝐼𝐻s that you really need is truly the Hourglass anyway. So after we get this, we can get the little stopwatch for 600. I need to set up an ult. Good hook from him. Gonna drop my E on him. He's doing a little less damage than I would like, but you can't have it all, especially only when you have 2 points in an ability. My CS is kind of low. Hit it, got... Did I really not... I hit him with my E, I thought. I don't know why I didn't get the Dark Harvest stat. Alright, Singe is going to save me, dude. Let's get it. I think I would have actually won that. Lee Sin doesn't have any damage, and my drain hits like a truck. Look at that burst damage at the end. It's huge. The lower they are in health, the more it does. He missed his stun on me. He hit the Gromp, so I don't think he can fight me here. Oh, I missed my E. Fiddle E is not as good as I would like it to be. It's a little slow, a little too easy to dodge. Oh, the drain max is OP, dude. Gotta drain the vein. Oh my god, I pressed W. Now I'm gonna get the thresh. The fiddle suck. Guys, look how, do you see how strong that is? If the enemies are low on health, your W blows them up. It's such a strong execute. Once the channel ends, after the full 2 seconds, it's doing 20% of their missing health. That's insane. Actually insane. I'm really impressed by that. Definitely max drain on Fiddlesticks every time, guys. Huge AoE damage, huge execute damage. You can't go wrong with it. Now, I do want that blue buff. I need some mana. I'll say on Fiddlesticks, don't gank too much until you're level 6. Your ganks until you're level 6 aren't great unless your teammate has a lot of damage, like a Talon or a... My bot lane's a good gank since they have lots of CC. They have a snare and they have the Swain CC. But in general, you don't want to gank until you have ulti on Fiddlesticks. Once you have ult, or once your drain is maxed, you have a lot more damage potential. But before your drain's maxed or before you have ult, your ganks kind of suck. I'm going to fear him. He's dead anyways. Gonna silence him, hit him with the drain. He's dead. He's overplaying his hand a little bit. We're gonna AoE suck this wave. Look at that. That's hot. Just sucking everything all at once, man. I really do like that about the new Fiddlesticks. He has, even though he doesn't have his crow anymore, he has some decent wave clear. I wish his E needs more range, guys. For those of you wondering why it looks so shitty, it needs more range. If it were to have more range, you could threaten people, but it's so slow that I feel like it's really easy to dodge. I just killed Thresh with my fear. My fear did a little bit of damage to him. Gonna drain him. Ooh. Gonna suck her dry. Gonna hit her with the fear. Nice, finish her off. Is he gonna fiddle ult me? I'm gonna suck a little bit there. Gonna flash away with my Nimbus. Gonna hold him still. He doesn't have his stun up. Oh, wow, but he got me anyways. That's crazy. Silas just soloed me, guys. That's the power of Ignite. Oh, well. We can definitely fight him now with our Proto Belt. So far, my thoughts on Fiddlesticks is his clear is almost as good as it used to be. It's a little bit slower. His drain is way better than it used to be. It does way more damage. It's way easier to get off the full cycle. And it's very cool that 60% of the remaining cooldown is refunded if your drain ends. So if you finish killing the targets, or if they break your drain, you'll get 60% of the refund, which is really, really nice. But what I will say, the one thing I don't like about Fiddlesticks, this new Fiddlesticks, guys, is the fact that his E sucks. Like it's good if you land it, but look how slow that is. That's like a Karthus Q. Karthus Q is easy to dodge, and I know this is bigger than a Karthus Q, but come on, look at that. It's too slow. I would like to be able to E first and then Q drain. That way your drain would do max damage because they're low on health. But you can't. You have to honestly Q, then E, then drain. It sucks. I'd like to E them first, but if you try to E first, you're probably going to miss it. So you have to hold them still with your fear, then hit them with the E, then drain. So your normal combo, if you don't have ult, is just Q, E, drain. That's it. And if your ult's up, obviously ult, Q, E, W. It's that simple. And that's going to wrap up this game, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.